presentation is on Chapter 16 on the circulatory and the respiratory system. This presentation will provide you the information for you to begin completing the Chapter 16, 17, and 18 worksheet. Originally, I was going to provide this as one large presentation, but I decided to break it down into two separate presentations so it's easier to digest and it's easier to come back and revisit material. So we will do circulatory system first and then respiratory system. Before we get started, I want to go through vocab and mostly just focus on pronunciation so we know how to pronounce each of these words. So we'll go through these relatively quickly. First, plasma, hemoglobin, arteries, capillaries, veins, platelets, lymph, lymphocytes, blood pressure, congenital, anemia, leukemia, Hodgkin's disease, respiration, diaphragm, pharynx, trachea, bronchi, bronchitis, pneumonia, pleurisy, asthma, sinusitis, tuberculosis, and emphysema. Okay, now we're going to get into the circulatory system. So first, blood. Blood is the way that oxygen and nutrients are transported through the body and how waste is removed. The primary component of blood is plasma, which in this image is clear. It's everything that is around the red, white blood cells and the platelets. Plasma makes up roughly 55% of blood volume. Plasma is comprised of mostly water and is what blood flows in. Red blood cells make up 40% of blood volume and are responsible for transporting gases. Hemoglobin is a protein on red blood cells that oxygen attached to so that it can be transported to cells and tissue. Hemoglobin also transports carbon dioxide out of the body. So if you look at these red blood cells, notice how they're concave. This increases the surface area, which allows more oxygen molecules to attach to each red blood cell. Each red blood cell can contain 4 oxygen molecules on each side, so a total of 8 per red blood cell. White blood cells help protect the body from infection. When you get sick, the number of white blood cells increases and surround, ingest, and cause the disease-causing microbe to die and be removed from the body. Platelets, which are the smallest components, are sticky cells that stick to the edge of wounds, and as blood flows over the wound, the platelets stick together, building up and eventually closing the wound. The purpose of platelets is to prevent blood loss in the case of an injury.